Good evening. This video has been stuck in my head for a few days now, and I finally decided that I need to get this done and taken care of. I have a problem with churches. I'll admit that. In Des Moines, a group of pagans set up a charter or chapter in the local Unitarian Universalist Church. They formed a CUUPS, C-U-U-P, Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans. And then they formed an alliance with the Cedar Rapids version of CUUPS. Now, the reason why this video has been taken so long in my head because I deal with a contradiction. I hate contradictions. I keep telling people that there's no wrong way to be a pagan and that people need to follow their beliefs. You know, what feels good in their mind and their heart is what they should follow, as long as they do not try to force it upon others or claim what they believe is fact. Okay? What you believe is what you believe. Don't try to force it on others. But the problem I have is that these people have gotten together and they formed the Iowa Pagan Leadership Group. And that just, it really got underneath my skin. Okay. The UU Church, Universalist Unitarian Church, no matter how you spin it, no matter how much whitewash you put on there, is still a Christian church. And so these groups of pagans pretty much walked away from a pagan group to form this Unitarian Universalist pagan group. And in Witchfox, they even list themselves down as Pagan Unitarian. Unitarian is Christian. So anyone that is part of CUUPS, of a CUUPS group, I'm sorry, is basically, in my eyes, being pagan Christian. I know a lot of people that have problems with Christian Wiccans because they are combining two opposing belief systems. What's bothering me here is I see history repeating itself. And those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And people don't want that to happen again. When Christianity first spread across Europe, it was Catholicism, which is Universalism. Many of the stories, especially for the British Isles, was how Catholicism, Christianity went into the cities, and all these city folk were going into the churches. These were your early Christians. And what did they do? They looked at the country folk who maintained the old ways, you know, the old ways, what we pagans honor. And these early Christians, to make fun of the people that followed the old ways, started calling them pagans, rural dwellers. This is how we became known as pagans. This is the story. And I see it happening again. The big city pagans are going to these churches, forming their groups. They are now becoming Unitarians / Christians. And they're forming these groups, and they're making decisions for everybody else. The Iowa Pagan Leadership Group is going to decide when Pagan Pride Day for Iowa is, and other events in Iowa. That's great. People, pagans, unified under a Christian flag, are going to decide the pagan events for us straight pagans. And that bothers me. What's next? What else are they going to decide? I have done my research. The Unitarian and Universalist Church, they have a history of during the Reformation, before the Reformation, where they were punished for doing this and punished for doing that. The victim card. And they are allowing, they combined in 1961, if I remember right, and they are allowing people of other religions to go use their church to practice their beliefs. And on the surface, that looks like a wonderful, nice thing. But history is repeating itself. The Catholic Church, to make conversion easier for all those pagans in the British Isles, they said, we will take certain gods, their favorite ones, and we'll make them saints. Come to our church. You can still honor Bridget. But she's Saint Bridget, not the goddess Bridget. One story that I researched, Bridget became a handmaiden and took care of Jesus. And in other words, our goddess Bridget, who is a goddess of poetry, fire, crafts, fertility, all these wonderful things, wiped Jesus's ass. If you believe in that stuff. I don't like that. There is the conspiracy thing, and this is again where I'm having problems, because why would they allow all these people to come in and practice their beliefs in their building? What do they get out of it? And I'm thinking they get numbers. I'm not sure, but I believe there's some money exchanged. I mean, if you're using the church's facilities, you probably got to pay some money for it. But also the Unitarians then get to say, this is the size of our church. We got the new CUUPS group. Our congregation just grew 14, 15 people. Okay? It's a numbers game, and it's just doesn't feel right. And what doesn't feel right, I gotta fight. In response to this, I created Solitary Pagans of North America on Facebook. I would like to invite everybody to join that group. If this makes them happy, I'm happy for them. Honestly, I am. But I'm seeing so many aspects of this, of being repeating history. It scares the hell out of me. Gosh, I hope I'm wrong. The last time we had a Universalist theme Catholicism go through, look what happened to us pagans. The other U in the church is universalism. You know, they call themselves Unitarians, but there's also universalism in there as well. And that's like a red flag for me. I don't think, let me rephrase that. Like I said, I hope they're happy in their beliefs. I honestly do. But Christianity is not paganism. Although there's a lot of paganism in Christianity, we all know that. But if your group is going to fly a pagan Christian flag, I don't think you should be the ones making decisions for pagan events in Iowa, in the area, whatever state you're in. Because if in one hand you got the pagan flag, in the other hand you got a Christian flag, you're not representing people like me. You're not representing the solitary practitioner. I know many solitary practitioners across the United States, well, around the world, and they don't want some Christian, some pagan Christian group going, and this is when you guys are going to do your pagan pride event. This is when you're going to do your blessed be event. This is when you're going to... It's not right. It just doesn't feel right. So, there, I made the video. Finally, got it off my chest. If you agree with the way I feel, please do me a favor. I need to get this video out and let the world know what's going on. So if you want to copy the link, and paste it other places, I'd greatly appreciate it. I want to hear your responses. If you are part of a CUUPS group, please let me know of all the experiences that you went through. Like I said, I could be wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. But like I said, I got to trust my gut. I got to trust my intuition that says something's not right. This is too much like what happened a couple thousand years ago. All right? Take care. Be at peace. And I do want to add one more part to this. One of the other reasons why I am fighting this is because if we have all these CUUPS groups dictate what is paganism, then you're going to have all these publishers cater them, and it's going to be harder and harder for us CUUPS groups, for us non-CUUPS practitioners, us solitaries, to get the information that we want, because it's all focused on covens and CUUPS groups, not the individuals like us. All right?